in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I get back up.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for the Panthers. 49 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to throw, Goff. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Go now. 60 outlaw.
No. All day. Check.
Hard.
Check.
Now.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Just like that. Just like that.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 14 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense, because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him out of the end zone in this one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Goff now to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the turnover, here's Locke. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last. Catch good for 8 yards.
Ready.
Throwing now is Locke. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself. But he can't force things.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Throwing on third. Gone. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
Lock now on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From midfield, here's Locke. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready? 50, plant. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Alpha.
Here's Locke. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys... get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Now Goff on 1st down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards in the Panther 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. On 2nd and 9, Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
57, Mike, 57.
Goff on 1st down. He's got a man, that's Marshall. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Goff now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Goff. And it's caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running, because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
The New York set to take the field.
15 line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open man right side is Ingram. A big play there for the Giants. 46 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrich Rosas. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
On first down, it's gone. And incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. For Marshall, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get enough.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Locke's trying to hurry him up with that clock running. Second down and goal. Lock.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've hit halftime all even at 14. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. To throw on third down. Lock, flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. O'Shane Ximines. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that takes us from second to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake the give. Now gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. The former Rutgers safety, Devin McCourty, has it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Hey, lock it.
Again, it's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Block now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 51 yards. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely. 2nd and 3. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce.
And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this with PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Lock going to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Hey,
Check 59. Mike is 59.
From the gun on third down, Lock. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. They look to throw. It's Lock. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. Now Lock. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Rock it.
On second down, it's Coleman trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They will run again with Coleman. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So that one a long 11-play drive. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, here's Hunt. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lock to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015.